Hello, 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 hello. Welcome one and all to D&D Prep Day, as it usually is on Thursdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Hope you are doing well. Ah, did I touch this guy? Let's see, I did key 5, so here is next. Here is hot. Issue me some goblin healer. Best one I got. Nice. a regular goblin. Which this short symmetries is what both, so there's no real different to. So each Eastern mouth is a mana effect, okay. Okay. She's plotting but can't don't want really shield no shield guardian. Which is a shield guardian that tangles down from under this bridge, so it's not up here, but since you can't see that, you can see under, really. Hmm. Guess this won't come with. Super annoying. There we go. I hate when they don't really want to, well, don't follow when it's sort of like supposed to. There we go. Let's see here though. The goblin huts each have quote unquote goblin, but the goblin warriors are sort of like what? Oop. Are the new version of it in the 2024, and I mean they are fun tokens, the new ones. It's like here is mana effect, not duplicate there. Oh, which reminds me, I need to do the like copyright free thing I usually do to have in the background. Yes, Monolithic. Walker Doom is that. Key 8 is just huts. Let's see here. And duplicate. There we go. And let's see, can have them not show since it's like K9 that starts with down inside there. So it's like he's, yeah, he's actually inside there. Should be 1 in 11 guarding the place. In this gibbering mouther. Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wolves should it be? I missed 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I do. I have. Actually, so this. Yeah, that's a good idea. So it's 3 of 4. So let's begin with. We know it's a warg at least. Goblin warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for them. 10 total there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That so and 3 common warrior. 1, 2, 3. The warg, Spirix, Then there's a lot of non-components. Shield guidance is not active. It's just a thing that exists there. So it can't be do anything really there. Here we go then. Let's see. Try to do the freaking scaling of this then. These are done, these are done, these are done. Good, good. Oop. And it. We'll finish. Now to the freaking hardest parts of these things. There you go. Let's see, can it and see precision work is what's the most difficult for me. But I knew that Soda did these kind of things very good when she did these before, and maps that had these like dragons or what they're called. But at least this is a good way for me to train these like fine forex skills that I have problems with. So it's a good concentration work for me. Well, decent enough. Let's see if you can do these. Let's try to do the compass. This is very concentration work for me. Very, very, very finicky. But it's, yeah. Let's see, you can, oop. Ooh, here. The curl there. The ooh, curve here. There we go. This is sort of there. Let's try to see if we can. No, 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 no. Let's to the east of them. That. And do a little this and this. do 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 do. Let's see, let's see here. Here. Oop, a little bit to the right. There we go. I am getting better with this actually. At least I can do with the help of tool I can do this even if the tool itself isn't always want to do what I want to do, what it to do. So and now this is like the last one here. And there we go. There and there. You see, whoop, there you go. There you go. At least everything is on place. Which I can now save this one. After Karkolok is Kelvin's Cairn. Let's go to Kelvin's Cairn then. Scenes. Yeah, this is like a massive mountain. Let's see here how this look when it comes to size to squares right now. It needs to be bigger than it is. This map. at least we know that it does fit, so let's see here. Boom, boom, ba-da-dum. How do? How do? In a good way, at least. Let's see here then. Maybe this way? Oh yeah, I need to not be cutting out fog right now. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Can oh oh. Let's see. Dit. Let's see here. Ah! The fuck didn't want to do what like I wanted it to. Let's see. Can I do like do around this stone formation here? Let's see. Uh, uh, actually, Yes, you can do it this way. That might be a good, fun way of doing the fog of war thing. So you can doot doot. Finish. Let's see here. We can do this then. Then we should be able to at least do the walls good. Do 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 do. Nah, man. Do like that first before we. Let's see here. There we go. And just continue here. Doink. This is like not a place of interest though. This is the target for a mountain climb. Mountain ruin camp. Climb. Let's go. Hi, Soda. Hooray! Let's go gonna stretch myself a little bit, but I'm still here talking to you. It's gonna stretch a little bit. Yeah, I'm freaking feeling in me freaking butt. I'm getting freaking stale. It is, and it's the weekend for me. I had my last day at work today for the week. I switched my day off to Fridays instead of Wednesdays. My like rehabilitation thing of bathing on Fridays now. I used to have it on Mondays, but it's on Fridays now because they changed the time, and so it was too much of a hassle to have it on Mondays. I felt so. Miss you though, cause you're so much better than me when it comes to like drawing like fog of war things. Pokemon B skiing. I actually needed to stretch my legs and stuff, so yeah, it was just like the first week that was rough. Now it's like decent enough. So it's the new schedule's fine. Let's see if. Oop. And we just need to have a light. Yes. Good. Yes. Then at least we know that the lighting of things works here. I've been trying my best though with this. I'm getting better, I think. But it's fun having you to talk to and do work with me while doing D&D prep. It feels like. Let's see. I don't need the calculator open right now. It is. Oh yeah, this is the DM view of the map. Kelvin's Can. Yeah, I mean, you should really be in Sweden during winter time then. But, or at least maybe autumn time. Around now, at least it's not super warm like Malta is, and it's not the Swedish winter time. So it's a good balance of it's colder, but it's at least not winter yet. Ooh, a new channel are starting a new adventure, or are the channel itself new? Jätteden trophies and Jätteden. The female is. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Then I need to Icewind Dale. I mean, I think you could, but maybe for just the visit to see how it is. Yeah, is yeah, that was her name. This girl was a halfling, I think. Yes. It's a lot of like D&D campaigns that I watched for modules that been interested in. Like, for example, both Icewind Dale, which I'm currently prepping for. I ran it, but if I ever like manage to get you to like join a like start a D&D group, I can run this for you and like Bjorn and Des and maybe some other people on the Sweet Tooth. So it sort of like would be a fun. Because I do legit actually think you would enjoy the D&D. You're just a little bit. This stage, both HD thing, you know, interest, and then like the anxiety of not wanting to try. But I do think you would enjoy it. Ooh, I mean, that would be a play number five, if because we had one that was also if you had if we do Anemone and Bjorn and Des, Anemone, and I know there was a guy that also we were talking to that was also interested. So then would we at least have a good five-player group, and that's a good like good-ish group. Essentially, yes. And essentially, if you're, I'm the storyteller. So think of it as a Pokemon game, sort of. I tell you the story of the Pokemon game, and if you want to do it, something in with your character, you have a character token, you walk around and like, I want to do this. I would then tell you, well, I need you to roll this type of check, which you would just click on your sheet and it rolls the dice for you, and then it sort of like I determine the DC or the book does. Like certain things in the books like tells you that, well, during this encounter there, if the character is stealthy, the DC for stealth is 9. So if you're even if you're bad at stealthing, you can succeed. I mean, more often than not in D&D, you just beat the story. But some D&D campaigns, I know some that has gone on for like yeah, whole your life, legit whole your life, 25 years. So it's based on how much like creativity. Like for me, I have no creativity, but some have more creativity than others. Like that's why myself I run modules like this one and try to like tell a story around the module and have that as a like we kind of bounce off of it at least. But there are people that do their homebrew world and do stories in and create maps and stories in their own world, which I'm not that creative with a story. It is both. It's a lot of RP. I mean, before 2014 and the current D&D came, there was a lot of RP and try to like figure out it out in your head what, and a lot, still doing the dice thing if you wanted to do things, but a lot of the things were like make believe, because you didn't have physical maps a lot of the times, or physical monsters, unless you yourself could create them. Because it wasn't not until this system came out, the whole lot of maps and pictures of monsters and stuff like that started to become a thing. So it's much easier now. Twitch flopped. So what did you hear last then? If it was sort of flopped, I guess. I need to copy this one and hide Darkus. Every kind of yes, because I run modules primary, because I'm not that creative of trying to like do my own stories. You would more be creative in doing your own stories like that, because a lot of people can also like do their own world. All you need is essentially maps and an idea of maps of what you want to do, and maybe try to draw your own using things. Same with monsters. If you're not happy with the monsters in the manual of either because they don't look the way you want to do, or they don't have a picture at all, at least you could do a lot of things. But I'm not creative enough myself to do my own thing. But when I have a module like this, I can bounce off, read what it needs me to do, and then like do some things of it. It lets me have some sort of like support beams sort of things. Yeah, because modules help me a lot of the time. To be fair, Icewind Dale was so far the only module I have run from start to finish. I began now with Fandelver and Below, which is just a remake. Well, Fandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, it is the full test. But that module is just a remake and updated version of Lost Mine of Fandelver, which used to like only have 4 chapters, and the characters could only level between 1 to 5. Now they updated it to run all the way up to 12, like every campaign does. So, and they have like more story beats in the campaign. But a lot of campaigns are harder to run than others, because this story are a bit iffy. So like hard to figure out how to get from point A to B and how to tell the story a lot of the time. At least for me to figure out. That's why I didn't, for example, myself want to, if it looks interesting, as the threat of the campaign is interested, Storm King's Thunder, where the giants are supposed to be the enemy and want to like reform the order of things. but that campaign is like doesn't give a lot of clear instructions of what to do and how to do it, go to each thing. You essentially just told, well, all the different kinds of giants are doing raids on human settlements, and they are a threat to all. Here, where you can start, and now you essentially have to go around defeating everything and try to like defeat them in their lairs. Uh, let's see, which is save. But I think once you get the hang of like D&D as a player, there are things that are like considered one shots, like easier campaigns that you can do, like for like that aren't like very long adventures, like Rhyme of the Frost Maiden are like. Rhyme of Frost Maiden, as we know, Rhyme of Frost Maiden is a very long campaign. There are, for example, an adventure called from Golden Vault called Prisoner 13, which is like only supposed to like last a few sessions. So that's a like simple thing, even if to get you the hang of trying to be a dungeon master, because then you would at least be given a map, some story of why characters want to go there, and the general gist. Well, Gravel's End is a prison, and this is how it looks like, and here is where the guards should be, and yada yada yada. Here is the general people that work here, and then you can like create your own like tokens and stuff if you want for that sort of a thing. You know? You got me talking now. I'm sorry for rambling and yapping your ear off of D&D. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for rambling. Lost Spire of Neveril. Oh yeah, now there's a next place. Now I might need Soda's help for the next place. Lost Spire of Neveril. L. Here. Or did Soda accidentally fall asleep or something? Or go to Lexi? Or are Twitch being above or something on Soda right now? Night fever. We don't have to do it. I suspected Twitch was being a thing above again. How long was you away? I wonder. But I was saying that I was needing your help for the new map, sort of. But I think you might be in bed and no having energy of doing stuff right now. Tumble Play Store. To the Play Store. Oh yeah, probably need an update then. Oh well. It automatically closes when it does need updated most of the time. Yeah, I suspected that you were. To be fair, even if I normally would need the help, at least this map isn't super terrible of needing help with, sort of thing. It doesn't. It says at least straight lines. I mean, maybe one though, sort of, yeah. But this is sort of like a general consistency of what each level looks like. So the inside sort of like maybe, yeah. Oop. Night fever, night fever. We don't have to do it. Oop. Mm. But like I said, at least even if I normally like help with these kinds of things in general, at least this map ain't that bad when it comes to needing help with. Open, open, open. What looks cool? The inside or the fog? And sort of like currently making sure that the players can't walk through walls with the characters, and they like also this way I don't have to remove fogs as they move, but it's sort of like they can go through stuff as they should, sort of thing. Yeah, as in the fog is nice. I think the reply was there. There we go. It's easier to do the fog when it's like more straight lines, like these things are for me. Because when there are like caverns, those are like the most difficult for me. Ship. No, no, no. This is meant to be a ship. Just this one. This is like a tower that sort of like fell out of the sky and like fell out upside down and it sort of like wedged itself inside a glacier. This is what it's meant to be. The hence it's sort of like being round. At least it wasn't meant to be sort of. It's meant to be a tower. Just gonna draw this before I show you the whole picture again. Oop. And finish. So essentially, the tower itself used to look like this before. When it was still being a tower that but that was like a thousand, well, like 1,300 years ago ish. But then it felt sort of like the city fell out of the sky, and this sort of like fell out before the city crashed. So this crashed here, and the city is in another place in the Icewind Dale area. It's underneath the grandeur city that fell out of the sky is under. Well, it's still under the Great Glacier, but this was the only thing that sort of like could be found. Night fever, we don't have to do it. I hope that you had a good day today, by the way, Soda. I haven't asked yet if you had a good day. I sort of like been busy today and we're doing stuff, so I've even been speaking to you. Sort of sleepy, also sleepy Soda maybe. Have you had a good day today, Soda? I hope you have. Glad it was good. It feels, for some reason, it feels like we haven't been talking ages. So I'm glad that you're here. And I do hope Soda will be streaming tomorrow, even if it probably won't happen. I do still hope that you will. Because I want to be in your chat. Maybe even play some games with you. Hooray! Maybe we can even play something depending on what you were planning on streaming, of course. I don't want to like force you into playing multiplayer with me just because I want to. If you have like something in mind. go. There. Now we just need to draw a fog here. Hotel architect. Wondered flowers. Okay. It's like I know that I might remember one of them. I don't think I remember Hotel Architect though. To be honest. Regardless of what you pick or want to play, I'm there. I like being there in chat and like have you on sort of thing. It's good to have someone to listen to. I have a problem like I don't like know what to talk about streaming wise. Everyone that I watch like rambles on and on about stuff. I don't know what to talk about. So that's why I sort of like prefer having like multiplayer games to at least have someone to talk with, because then it's so much easier, at least for me, to do things. That's how I work. So like figured out that I work better that way, because I can ramble on and on about things. Ours boom boom. Let's see here. Wonder Flower is boom boom. Okay. It that Wonder Flower looked sort of chill though, so like dreamlight ish. Collapsed floor. Yeah, maybe. I don't know where you saw the collapsed floor though. To be fair, but it can. I mean, there's sort of like tunnels in between each floor, but this sort of looks like a collapsed stairwell because you can't go by there. So sort of has to go through these holes in the floor. I've been not been paying attention. It is yeah. The stairwell. Same with the first floor, really. There's a lot of like broken up things in these areas. To be fair, in general. Do 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 do. Ooh, too far right. There we go. We don't want any right-leaning people in here. Yeah, because they're like stairwell here that's broken. Then it's like a stairwell here that's broken. And same with like the roundabout stair, both in level 2 and 3 and 4 that's broken. So you have to like very much like do different kind of it's a different kind of transportations in this map. I do look forward to Sunday though. Unless you freaking have something more festival wise that you are doing during this weekend. I do looking forward to show you Sword Art Online. And I really want to show you it. This is how Sword Art Online was designed to be. I would still put on the headgear or whatever the nerve gear that is called in that verse. I would still do it even if I knew what happens in the game. I would still put it on. Soda wouldn't, but I would put it on. By the way, Soda, speaking of Sword Art, what are your expectations of the anime so far? That's a conversation topic, ain't it? That's something to talk about. Unless your Twitch crashed again, of course, which would suck. I will wait for Soda to reply if she's here. While she's doing that, I'm gonna focus on doing the fog. There we go. I am sailing, I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying, I am flying like a bird across the sky. I am flying, passing high clouds to be near you, to be free. Let's see here. Doink. Open this door and also this door. Shalalala. You wanna sticker. Yeah, let's see here. Open a door there so they can see. Same with there, there. Here and there. They were here. Thought so. Uh, there aren't any there though. Okay. Here, yes sir. And yeah. Any more there? No. So that maybe fell asleep or Twitch is bugging for her again. Oh well. I know not. I know that I'm not entertaining anyway. So no wait, I did it wrong. Let's do this one then. Maybe. Ooh. Doot 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 doot. There we go. Hooray! There we go. A door there. Thank you. Argent pearls did my tears seem, but as I grew older, shiny as crimson had they become. I do not need that one up. I must say though, Karkaloak, the Goblin Fort, looks pretty damn impressive as a fort. I mean, as a built by goblins. I mean, it's a wooden fort, so as for wooden forts go, not very big. Let's see here. Descendant, no. KKL. Aspire. There we go. There we go. In which case, I do need some first bugbears. Deck the hall with boughs of honey, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. It's the season to wear. Well, I mucked up. Oh well, I have to redo everything. Don't delete. Yes. Forget. Forgot. Me forgot to increase the area of the map to actually make sure that uh, the areas of the map are converge with the since it's suppose one square in here is meant to be 5 feet, we can't have the tokens by the be bigger than the squares since the squares come in freaking 5 feet. So I have to redo everything again. Oh well. I didn't put down tokens down at least, so tick down with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. He's an ancient, he's a weather, fa la 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 la. Yeah, I think sort of fell asleep or is a very much of buggy Twitch for her. But considering how well Soda falls asleep in general, is a higher probability that she have indeed fallen asleep. Oh, you didn't? Well, actually, considering I might want to sleep as well, considering too. So I will see you tomorrow, though. So that hopefully I will speak to more both you tomorrow and well, those who are in your chat tomorrow again if you stream, because I will then be back on Saturday streaming wise, and I won't be doing much tomorrow. Anyway, people, thanks for coming. See you tomorrow. No, well, see you on Saturday streaming wise. Anyway, bye bye. Bye 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 bye.